in the frame, so.
I bloody well am.
Okay, well, you gotta sit closer to me.
You want to sit closer to me, huh?
A little bit. Should we kiss on camera? Oh my god.
We've just been kissing way too much.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck, it's rolling.
Okay,
I hope a dog comes over.
that'd be cute.
That's nice. What do you mean? The straws, everything. The straws in the middle.
Okay, I'll take it.
Thanks. You don't have a choice, but. So this is just the little blog then?
Yeah, let's. Well, tell them who you are.
Yeah, I was about. Microphone. Hey, what's up, guys? So we're just sat here in London Fields. Couple of brewskis. Great company.
Yes, sir.
My name's Max. Me and Matul met in. We first. Huh? Oh, you want to ask me questions first?
No, I want to be like. So, how do we meet?
So my name's Max. I met Matul in Mexico City.
What was our first interaction?
I can actually remember. I don't know if it was exactly the first. There might have been like a very brief discussion beforehand, but I remember what it was. I said to someone, there was a conversation that was happening. I think it was about like girls, and then I said to like the guy next to me that I was gay, and then you went, "Wait, you're gay?" Really fucking loudly and like shocked.
Never would have assumed it.
No, and then we were. Was that sarcastic? You meant it. Was that sarcastic just then?
No.
No, I didn't want to. That's a compliment because I've got a lot of problems. Yeah, and then we went, and then we actually went. Oh no, that was why it came up because we went to the gay bar.
I went to a gay bar?
We all did, and then you had slagged off. Do you remember Sophia's? You had said Sophia wasn't happy that straight people were going to a gay bar. Was that you?
How do you know her name?
Because I remember everyone.
That's insane.
I know.
I know what you're
But you remember
I know
that situation?
Girl. Yeah.
She was like, she thought that straight people shouldn't be there, and then I like,
Okay, yeah,
I was just like, well, I'm allowed to say this, and I disagree.
Oh my god! Holy shit! That was a deep cut. Like I don't remember. I barely remember that.
I've got quite a good memory.
Yeah, that's insane.
It won't last forever though, which is kind of sad. But so that was how we met, and then the next morning when I was really hungover, I was very anxious, not because of anything. I just was hungover, and then I went up to the like balcony thing to like kind of read my book. And then you walked past and you were like, "You want to go to the library?" And I was like,
Not really.
"Well, yeah." I think at first I was just like, "What the fuck?" And I actually said that. And then you were like, "No, it's like an architectural fucking."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, that's fucking awesome. I would love to." And then my hangover got a lot better from that moment onwards. And then we saw that.
Yeah.
And then that was that. And then that's where I got your picture.
My picture.
I'll show the people. Yeah.
For what?
So while I was travelling, I took a picture of. Why is your camera quality so good? I've got a better phone than you.
This is a 15, I think.
So I took a picture of everybody I met,
Yeah.
so you can be like, ooh. It's like breaking GDPR laws there, but
Thank God I'm Canadian.
Matul's. You know what GDPR is?
Yeah.
Good. There he is in the library.
Oh my god, that's me. Yeah. I look like a baby.
You do look a little. Look at me now. I think it's just 'cause you had short hair. That's all.
Maybe. But also, I was very.
Look at me again.
I was a little chubby there, clearly.
And you've got more of a beard. No, you fucking weren't. What a ridiculous thing to say. So yeah, that's the story of me and Matul. I told it because he can't remember anything.
No, sir.
And then we don't really know, sir. You got that for diddly sure. And then we travelled down to Oaxaca. I don't think we spent loads of time together in Oaxaca.
I think so. I didn't party in
We,
Oaxaca.
we
I
got
remember
the
that.
we got the plane together.
Yes. It was like $20 flight or something like that. I remember.
We had a different hostel, and you because you were doing the work away quite a bit. You were still working.
Yeah, I was still working.
So I was kind of fucking around with Soren mostly.
Yeah.
I think there. And then we went. We said goodbye in Puerto Escondido.
Yes.
And that's where you got me the blue bracelet, even though I pissed you off a lot.
Yes.
I couldn't help it.
No, I remember I got a separate hostel in Puerto Escondido. I just got tired of it.
It's so fair, but I also think there was I was too much, but also I think there was an element of that you weren't quite correct because I haven't changed massively at all, and you seem to now laugh at me rather than get offended by me.
Maybe.
So I think it's also it's a function of being together with the same person for too long.
Yeah.
And no escape, and like lots of hangovers involved,
Yeah.
and I was being extra. Whereas now it's slightly different because you know I'm extra.
Yeah.
I think.
I think so.
Yeah. And then that was that.
That was that.
Never saw him ever again until
Until a
came
year
to
later,
London. Right.
which was March, I think.
Wait, so we've done London and Barcelona,
Yeah, and Mexico.
and now here again, London again.
Yeah,
Why were you in Barcelona again?
I just flew there to see you, kind of. And
That's not true.
yeah, it is. You and my other friend. And
That's not true. You were seeing your other friend, but surely I think it was a coincidence.
No,
right?
I brought you guys all together too. I'm just like, oh, let me just knock out like 5 birds with one stone.
I honestly can't even remember seeing
Oh,
you.
and I went to see the Sagrada.
You were,
I went back to see
but
the
why?
Sagrada.
I don't remember. Was it just a coincidence that we were in the same?
No, I literally flew back to see you. Well, I went to see the
Oh,
Sagrada.
you were in Spain, and I told you
Oh,
you were
that's
coming,
what
that
you
sort of
mean.
thing.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
couldn't. I was like, that's too
No.
much of a mad coincidence because there was a couple of people actually weirdly in Barcelona. There was lots of coincidences that
Yeah,
holiday,
yeah,
so I was trying to figure out whether I forgot. Yeah, you were in Spain. That was
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And then in my head, you were in Canada, and you're like, every time I went to see you, I was just like, that's not fucking true.
No, I was traveling for 4 months.
Yeah.
And I was in Spain.
Yeah,
6 weeks.
yeah. Okay, I remember now.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Yeah.
Is that what it's for? Oh no, I suppose it's for that.
It's a magnet.
No, this bit.
Oh yeah, he's tapping on.
I just thought it was that, but then I realised it's probably for that. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to say now. We've done, unless you have any questions for me.
No, I guess I'll see you next year.
Should I question you?
Sure. Wait, what was your perception of me? That's what I like asking. First perception, if you remember it.
Well, I do.
Yeah.
Gentle.
Oh, that's sweet.
I think it's true, though. Yeah, gentle. That's pretty much it, to be fair.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
My memory's shit. I don't know my first perception.
I can actually picture exactly where we were standing in front of the bar.
I remember
Well,
you were
like
sitting somewhere. And that's when I asked, oh my god, you're gay?
No, that we were standing up.
Really?
See, don't. Your memory's not desperately fabricating something to give to me.
Okay, there was a time you were sitting somewhere.
Yeah, that was when you came up and asked me about the library.
No, at night at the bar.
Maybe. Were you checking me out?
Maybe.
Maybe. Funny. So what's the plan? Do you just clip this up?
Yeah, if you want to ask me something, go ahead.
Well, I can't really. Yeah, I was trying to think of a question, but I need some time.
You can tell them about your front page if you want.
I don't want to talk about that anymore. I just feel like such a twat talking about it. I've done a lot of the whole day was filled with people coming up and congratulating me, so I don't think it's good of me to talk about it anymore. And plus, I would watch the video and I'd be like, cringe.
I might put it on YouTube.
Yeah, it's not exactly going to go viral, is it?
Yeah.
Barriers to entry to that market are pretty high, bud.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, any last words? You want to say bye?
Peace out.
See you guys.